I would read that book's fascinating introduction. I'd learn everything I could about the author and what else they'd written, and I'd study everything associated with that book. All that mattered on that day, though, was the first random page opened for me. Every sentence, every word, all that rhythm, every idea and joy and difficulty and human longing, all of that needed nothing to speak for them, not an introduction, not an author's note. If this translation of Presence were now decades later mindlessly left on someone's car roof and blew off, I hope that anyone chancing on it would pick it up. And even if it smelled of gas fumes and had a tire mark from, say, a logging truck, they would read a few words anywhere in it and think, "I've found a friend." Also, I hope they would experience, in the middle of pain and emptiness, like Brother Lawrence, the strange gift of divine presence, love. Sometimes that is as curious as a random good book lost in the middle of a busy road. It often happens in a time of darkness. When Brother Lawrence was simply looking at a barren tree one day, he felt hope for his humanness and divine acceptance, and from that profound encounter grew his relationship with kindness. Over time, he experienced ordinary moments as extraordinary peace and love. What is this book, this practice of the presence? Brother Lawrence just calls it the presence. It is a form of micro-prayer done on the fly, a mini conversation with God, a brief lifting up of the heart. Done anywhere, anytime, the practice is perfect for anyone. We can't fail at it. It's shorter than a tweet. It takes less time than sending a text. It's easy, Brother Lawrence says. In the middle of your tasks, you can comfort yourself with love as often as you can. The presence is for all people everywhere. Everyone is capable of these familiar conversations with God. Love knows what we can do. The friar says, "Let's begin." Introduction to Practice of the Presence. Feathers and the Friar's Grounded Wisdom. Birds, trees, insects, sheep, and chamber pots helped make this book. The slit nib of a quill pen held in the writer's hand was its beginning. Crafted from a molted flight feather of a swan or goose, this pen used ink that 80-foot oaks and quarter-inch wasps made possible. By laying eggs on oak leaf buds, these tiny insects cause the growth of marble-sized plant orbs, called galls, that grew in weeks of silent transformation until matured wasps chewed out and flew off. And then these galls, rich in tannins, were picked, dried, pestled, soaked, and processed to make a good ink. Brother Lawrence's quill pen, dipped in oak gall ink, skated over and scratched on the paper for 3 to 6 words at a time, in a flowing script like Bretard rather than Ronde, before his pen needed redipping. Blessed with ink, the penned pages grew. When this handwritten manuscript arrived at the Parisian printer's shop in 1692, it was transformed. First, its cursive words were transferred to tiny metal blocks, left to right and upside down. Each letter or type was put on a tray, one by one and row on row, a slow process. After these were set in forms, a glossy black paste was spread on an ink block with a